and welcome to Go Prince George. I'm your host, Casey Pitts, and this week we're trying belly dancing at Zahira Dance Studio. We've got that and much more coming up right now on Go Prince George. And we're now joined by Sandy, one of the instructors here at Zahira Dance Studio, and I understand you have a special belly dancing name too. What is it?
I do. My name is Halawa in the belly dance world, and it's Arabic for a sweet treat.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to learning about belly dancing today. So where are we going to learn first?
We're going to start with posture. Something that I always try to tell all my students, regardless of whatever class they're taking, is posture. If a teacher doesn't talk to you about proper posture, you want to run for the door because you want to make sure that you're safe. So we are going to start with your feet.
Okay.
I want you to keep them within your own shoulders. So ideally, if you've been doing this for a long time, you're going to have them right close together. But for now, we're going to bring them a little bit further apart. Bring them in a little bit more.
Oh, a little bit more?
A little bit more. Keep going.
Oh.
Don't be shy. There we go.
Okay.
Then we're going to move up to your knees, okay? I want your knees to be nice and soft. Not bent like as in you're squatting when you're dancing, because that's not attractive. And you don't want it hyperextended, because that puts a lot of pressure on your kneecaps. So just a nice soft knee.
Kind of springy?
Kind of springy.
Okay.
That's right. Okay. Then we're going to talk about your hips.
Very important part.
This is, if you forget everything else, your first lesson, this is what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Your lower back, your sacrum in through there, you can have a lot of things go wrong if you're not in proper posture. So I want to talk about your inner core muscles. Everybody talks about core. So if you do a full pelvic tuck all the way forward.
Oh, forward,
push your hips
okay.
all the way forward. What happens to your bottom?
It goes down.
Down. And what happens to the muscles around your bottom?
Oh, constricting.
Constricting, that's right. So we don't want that. The reverse of that is actually a sway back. So then you're putting a lot of constriction on the lower back. So you want to have it right in the middle. So think about your lower pelvic floor muscles, all those muscles that are in the center of the core that I can't see. If your belly button was the top floor of an elevator, I want you to pull all those inner muscles up. So your elevator is on the top floor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Then we're going to talk about our shoulders. So I want you to roll your shoulders up to your ears and then relax them back. That is going to lift your rib cage and lift your chest.
I felt that.
Yes, that's good. So now you're going to be taller, and hopefully if you're looking in the mirror, your shoulder, the top of your hip, bottom of your hip, your knee, and your ankle is going to be relatively in a straight line. You can't check that yourself because this is not straight. So if you have a mirror, you can check it, or if you've got a partner in a dance class, quite often that's how I start dance classes, and everybody gets to meet people, which is really nice. So from there, we're going to start on a hip circle. So again, focusing on those hips. We want our nice soft knees. Our inner pelvic floor muscles are nice and tight. The elevator is on high. Those exterior muscles are nice and loose. And I want you to push your hips over to the side.
Like
then
that.
Yep, good. Then forward, good. Then to the side, and then relax into center. And again, side, front, over, and relax. Again, side, front, over, relax. Now we're going to make it nice and smooth, and smooth it out in a circle.
All in one motion?
All in one motion.
Okay.
Go for it. You can do it. Bend those knees. There we go. Keep the knees nice and loose. Nice and loose, squishy knees. Perfect. And even smaller, smaller.
Oh, that's weird in my tummy.
You want to imagine as if you've got a pole right through the middle of your body, and you are circling around that pole with your hips. So you keep it nice and loose. Nice and loose.
Okay, so what is next, Sandy?
We're going to learn about a shimmy. There's all sorts of shimmies, and just like the name says, you're shaking what your mama gave you. So I want you to have your knees nice and soft, really soft. Your weight is going to be into your heels, all right? Okay. And we're going to push our hips up towards our armpit and up towards our armpit. Up, 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 up. Keep your heels glued to the floor, though. We're not gonna, and we're just gonna, I'm going to adjust you. Stand up, there we go. And push, keep those knees, heels glued to the floor.
Oh, that's hard.
Glued to the floor, and bend those knees. Bend them. Nice.
Will that make it easier?
That will, because all of your power is coming from your legs. Here we go, there, that is better. Push, push, push. Now with less bounce, and you just want to snap it right up to your armpit. There we go. There we go. And then we can do it faster. There we go. So that is like a piston shimmy. You want to keep your heels glued to the floor though. Glue them, glue them. Perfect. Now, there's a different shimmy with that.
Okay.
It's called a thigh shimmy. Your weight's now going to go towards your toes, and the movement comes from your thigh, and it's pushing your leg back. And we're going to push back, 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 back. And here, your heels can lift off the ground.
Oh.
You're going to be good at this one.
Like that?
Exactly like that.
Ah.
So this one is our multitasking shimmy. We can do all sorts of things. We're raising our arms and all sorts of things. Go fast, and it makes a noise. La, 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 la.
I like the noise.
Yes, the noise is lots of fun. This is a favorite shimmy for everyone.
Okay, so before we put all the moves together, we've got one more to learn. So what are we gonna do?
We're gonna take it up top, and we're gonna talk about your arms. We're gonna talk about snake arms, as they call them. So I want you to bring your arms up into a V position, okay? If you were looking out your peripheral vision, you could see your fingers wiggling away. Perfect. Now relax your shoulders down and relax your elbows just a teeny, teeny bit, and keep a nice long finger. So with that, we're gonna rotate our shoulders back, nice and slow, one at a time. Good, and have a nice, soft, soft movement. And those are called snake arms. So ideally, if you're doing a snake arm, you can bring it up to the center if you want, and then just rotate your wrists back and forth.
So keep moving my shoulders.
Keep moving them back, like you're swimming in a back float. Okay, and then you can bring them out to the side again. Make sure you're not pawing at the air. You want to just rotate those shoulders back.
Okay.
Now rotate that one back, and then the other one back. Good. And keep that V formation. There we go. Lots to think about, I know.
Yeah.
And then bring them down. And then we can try our thigh shimmy again, if you remember it. That's the one with the heels that are allowed to come off the ground. So nice little thigh shimmy. We're going to try to put it all together here. Keep shimmying. We're going to raise our arms into a nice V formation. Keep shimmying as well, and rotate right and left and right and left. You're dancing.
Okay, so we're gonna put it all together now, you guys. Okay, Sandy, lead the way.
So we have a hip circle, we've got a thigh shimmy, and we've got snake arms. So 3 moves. So basic posture, again, we want to hold that nice tuck in the center. We're going to raise our arms up into a V. Nice long, long fingers. You've got longer arms than me. Okay, keep the knees nice and soft, and bring your feet in a little bit more. There we go. Start with a hip circle to the right. Good. Nice circular rotation. Good. Very good. And go to the left, the other way. Ah! We're going to switch it. It's important to go both ways.
Yeah, this doesn't feel as strong.
Okay. Then we're going to do a nice thigh shimmy again, lifting those heels off the ground. And let's get those snake arms going. Nice and slow. Rotations to the back. Very nice. How about you bring your arms up through the center and stretch them down again. And up through the center again one more time. Let's keep them up.
Okay.
I know. And we're going to do our hip circle again. Bend those knees. Keep the weight on the heels. There we go. And the other way. Very nice. And come down again with a nice thigh shimmy all the way down to the bottom. One arm up. Stretching out that wrist and roll the shoulder back. Still snake arm. Keep shimmying. We're multitasking.
Okay.
And down. And the other side up. And snake arm back.
Oh, it's weird.
Back. You must be right-handed. And come down again. And one more hip circle to the right. And to the left. And we're going to pose. Ta-da! Very good job.
Thank you so much. Well, Sandy, thank you so much for teaching me some basic belly dancing moves. How'd I do?
You did all right for a first time. Not bad.
All right, not bad. That's all I'm looking for. So what's new with Sahira Dance Studio? What's coming up?
We've got lots of things on the go. Coming up the first week of spring break is actually the Prince George Dance Festival. We are competing in it on March 18th, which is the cultural specific day for Prince George. So you'll see all sorts of different cultural dance. But the entire week has amazing dance. I encourage everybody to come out and see it.
Oh, that's excellent. Now, if people miss that, what else is coming up?
We actually have our 20th year anniversary showcase gala at the Civic Center on May 3rd. So it's been 20 years since I've been doing Prince George shows, and we're celebrating it with 20 years of all the best in belly dance in Prince George.
That's excellent. And now, obviously, I was learning some basic belly dancing moves, and I'm sure maybe some people are interested. So, in terms of classes, where can people find out more online?
We have a website. It's www.zahirabellydance.net. I also have a Facebook page, Zahira Dance Studio, and I'm a very avid Facebook user. They can find me anywhere. Also, phone the studio. We've got lots and lots of classes, not just belly dance. We have yoga, we have Nia, we have Zumba. We now have belly fit and belly aerobics classes, which are slightly different, and burlesque for the brave people.
Wow, that's a lot going on. Thank you so much for having us here this week.
Thank you for having me.
And that was this week's episode of Go Prince George. If you have any questions or comments about our show, you can email us at go_princegeorge@shaw.ca. I'm your host, Casey Pitts, and until next time, thanks for watching.